mic at, homie? No mic today.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Packers going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Really?
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away.
No. I had a scheduled league game. That's about it.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
I got one more league game, but I don't know if he can play today.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
I got Sprite. Is that okay? I'll wait till you come down.
Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Damn, this was first place in our division, man.
They're going to look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
My bad, man. It's all about what you gonna go for?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Defense showing blitz. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fucking tripping, man.
Third and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
I was talking to you. Yeah. What is that? I said, they didn't have ginger ale. They only had Sprite. I got 2 of them. Is that cool? Okay.
So second and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Are you hungry?
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Back there in that belly. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Okay.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
What's that feel like?
And Butker able to put this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They're kind of getting a look out, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Watch it now, Marty. All right, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Third down and 4. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Set! Gun! 3-19!
Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go. Blue landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone. What's in that party? Green 39. Green 39. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
They wouldn't let me. I couldn't throw the ball.
Oh, without a
I damn
doubt,
sure hit that button.
Where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
I don't know. Yeah, I did. I put a bottle or something in the window.
Shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
What the fuck just happened?
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
What was that?
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and
I don't.
scoring
You
position.
talking on your side of the bed?
Get them home. The
I
next guy comes
honestly
through
don't. I don't.
and
I
picks
thought
him
you put that
And
in there.
avoids the turnover. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
One of those bags is a real.
And that is incomplete.
Anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now they'll run it on the toss.
And how did he get to both of
He
these?
is knocked down hard.
How the
A
fuck did
loss
he
of a
do
full
that?
3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Good deep, bro.
2 minutes to play in a
Fucking
tightly
two dickheads
contested
over there.
first half.
Fuck,
More
block,
from
man.
Minneapolis.
2-on-1.
This.
Ain't nobody touching. Both of them got high ratings, man. The fuck am I missing? The fuck is the point in signing or drafting a fucking a player that has high run block and high awareness, and then both of them 90 rated players run by one guy. Would have been a fucking touchdown. Fucking
He'll drop to throw.
ridiculous, man.
In a double
What'd you say,
coverage,
man?
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake
They playing.
Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And then I go do
That's a
some
drive
dickhead
killer
shit
right
like
there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Get your head back on this shit, man.
And a great spot to start.
Hey, give me
this
the ball
drive
back,
from
bro.
here.
I wasn't even concentrating, man. Give me the ball back, please.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one
I
down
don't
to
even
the
get no
30.
points out of this,
Credited
all
with
right?
a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting
That'd
1
be
yard. There was no
honorable
room to
thing.
run.
Get over there.
They'll look to throw here. And bulldozing his way through. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid
Bullshit.
gain
Might
of
be your
27.
Your time might be up in the middle.
I
of
know
that
exactly what's going to be said about that
Might
play
have
from the
to shift
defensive
you to
perspective.
outside,
What's
bro.
that?
That's why I tell all you guys
You
we
ain't
need
making
more
no
than
plays
one
in the
tackler to the
field,
ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The toss
You should
play,
be out with
Montgomery.
You should be out baby.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there.
Good shit,
2nd and
Monte.
goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll set up a throw, and he will get this into the end
Good pass,
zone.
man.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
That's how you
And that
capitalize.
touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
About 45 seconds.
And all that
40,
work, but he
49
stopped where he
seconds.
ultimately
Look at
would
this.
have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
On
first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Change, rookie.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center.
Shit, that's
Having
petty,
to
dog.
snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So we've come to... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Oh, my God.
Pick it up. And his
good hit,
take
man.
over at their own 45-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Room to
Oh,
run
good
inside the
throw,
40. Wide open receiver.
Hold on, Sheldon. You
complete.
just feeling yourself
And he's
right now.
brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Wait a minute.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a
Wait a
sudden change
motherfucker,
situation. We used to
bro.
practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
They were hot. I
Action here
didn't
on
feel
first
well.
down.
All of
And
them?
he finds a man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Oh, come on, yeah. Oh my. Yeah, I didn't put nothing that we use in that. No, you're not. You're not too heavy. I'm fucking with you. Move. This this motherfucker got 77 run block for a tight end, yeah. How is he letting motherfuckers by? The fuck, man? Where that shit at? Alright, take him to 80. I don't know what else I do with this motherfucker. Awareness ain't gonna. Anybody need no awareness. Oh, that shit too expensive. I need some route running. I'm just gonna get 3 run blocking. 1, 2, 3, yeah, bet, and 2 awareness. Should be able to bang that, yeah. 1, 2, boom, boom. There it is. Ouch. What is my man doing, bro? Jeez. the fuck, man? He trying to let me get all the way fucked up. That's what he doing. Nigga ain't slick. Ooh, I need to get you in this rotation, man. Wait a minute. Wait a motherfucking minute. Wait a minute. You about to bump. Hold on. Get up to 78. Oh, you about to bump Alshon Jeffrey out. Yeah. Damn shame what they did to flip Alshon. Who this dude? Oh. Oh, Alshon, you better hope I can get you up to 84, man. You about to go to the back of the motherfucking bus. Damn. You used to be killing motherfuckers right now. Hold on, man. What's your run block? Alright, we definitely give you some of that. Fuck it, why not? Throw another catch on there. Did nothing. Sure, I am fucking fried. You hear me? Damn, you know. And I'm starving. Hey, homie, what we doing? We just running it? We just starting it and running it? Or we need to get these points together? Yep. You need to do bad. Okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Packers going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And the Minnesota Vikings.
You drank? You drank something? You said the alcohol is making you tired.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
She goes to school Wednesday, and Lisa's picking up Wednesday, keeping her to the Saturday, keeping her to the Sunday, and she's going out. She's leaving for Italy.
And after
Sunday.
the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, Montgomery. And now running right through him. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he fields it cleanly. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. To throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back to throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use on paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Over. Detroit. Over.
They'll drop the throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to us. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now they try the right side here. Fighting through, and he's got space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. It was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Montgomery back to the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Oh, nice move. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ripkowski, the fullback, on the inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard!
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Packers get set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Look to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one goes for 24 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Time running out here on the play clock. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. Montgomery hit and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue landing!
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The play clock's running down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Well, the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. They find some open field here. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Green 3.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his... Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Eric Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now here's a carry heading left. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. If you want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
All right, here we go. 319. Leopard. Leopard. Over.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been terrific so far. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Tapper able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Well, this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. And the back goes into motion. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sharif Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Let's go. Green. Good. Over. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cross. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Leopard.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he comes back with one complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Cobb goes in motion left.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Gun.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
They'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.